Frank, can you move your phone? The phone's gonna make that noise. There we go. We live? All right, let's get it cracking.
Ladies and gentlemen, thank you for tuning in to another episode.
Yeah, that's always weird
I'm
when
your
you go
host,
live, dude. You gotta
Stephen G. Gaxiola, and you are listening
look at
to
everything.
the Raider and the Saint podcast.
We're live, baby. It is Super Bowl 58. Let's get it, man. Super Bowl Sunday.
Everybody here is up to it. I'm going to give you one last chance to walk out that door right now. That's good, Todd. Good. That's what I wanted to hear. Because in this silver slice of heaven here are 1,984 ounces of beer. Golden, delicious beer. And no one leaves here until we finish every single last one.
And we are live. Once again, I want to thank all my listeners from around the world that tune in every week to the Raider and the Saint podcast. Thank you so much, man. The podcast is continuing to grow. Today is Sunday, February 11th. What is that noise? You guys hear noise? Oh, is your phone? I was like, I'm hearing through the headphones. Sorry about that, folks. We're live, dude, so it's okay. You know, things have. Was it your phone? Oh, okay. I was like, what the hell? I heard on my headphones. Yeah, it's Super Bowl Sunday. This is episode 193. If you're watching live, you can see I have a returning guest here. People that are tuning in. It's the Podfather, aka the Godfather, aka Frank Rodriguez, retiree out of UPS. He's a 49ers fan, and we're just here chatting, man. We're just here going to be chatting about the Super Bowl. It's a nice, relaxed Sunday. We all got things to do after this, Super Bowl parties and stuff like that. Frank, welcome to the show once again.
Thank you. Always,
Yeah, man.
always enjoy it.
So what's been going on, man? You've been retired, man, and it's just I know you've been going to Vegas and all and enjoying life, man. How's that been?
Been good. The second this month was my 2-year.
Mm-hmm.
Actually, UPS sent me something. Sent me a text saying, "Hey, you know, your 2-year anniversary." I was like, "Wow, I can't believe they still."
Has it been 2 years already?
Yeah. I was like, "Wow, I can't even believe they even really care."
Yeah, I was one of the drivers. I'll say his name. He's cool. Cabral, one of my good friends. We were talking the other day on the phone, and he goes, because he delivers to all those apartments over there
Right.
off of Main, and they have all lockers. And if the lockers are full, he goes and delivers them to the door. So he got into it with the FedEx driver the other day. He said, because what they do is if there's no room in the lockers, they either throw it in that big locker. Have you seen those big lockers?
It looks like a gun safe.
Did you have them on your old route?
I had them at 100 East MacArthur there.
Oh, okay. So those big old lockers are for the big stuff. What Amazon, FedEx do, they throw everything in there. And it's just one big pile of shit. So he goes, if I have something big, I open it up, it's a big pile of shit. He goes, so I went in to the mail room, and the FedEx guy was there, and the big locker was full of shit. He goes, he just threw it all on the floor. It was all just scattered everywhere. And he tells him, he goes, hey, dude, what are you doing, man? He goes, go deliver those. He goes, these packages are going to get stolen. He goes, they get stolen. And the FedEx driver told him, hey, man, why don't you mind your own business? And Cabral goes, hey, man, fuck you. He goes, these are my customers, dude. He goes, I have to hear them complaining about you guys. He goes, go do your fucking job. And then the FedEx driver tells him, well, you know, this is what the board tells you. He goes, so the board tells you just to drop everything on the fucking floor? Like, go deliver that shit, man. Like, it's crazy how these other carriers act like that.
I only had problems with never with the Amazon guys, although that one that I had the locker, the Amazon guy, twice it happened. They have this big like plastic. It's got no wheels or nothing. It just slides. It's like a kind of like a box full of all the things for them.
Oh, like a tote?
Yeah, but it's huge, and they just kind of like slide it on the ground
Yeah, I
as
know
they
what
bring
you
it
know.
in. It was a young cat.
Uh-huh.
Me and the FedEx dude were in there first before him.
Uh-huh.
He just was like, "Fuck it," and he left the shit all there.
Fuck.
And I seen two guys do it, and the only guy I had with the on-track dude, because the on-track guy would come, and you have what's kind of like small, medium, and then large, and then you have that big thing. Well, he would put like letters in the big ones because that was all that was available.
Mm-hmm.
I'm like, dude. So I had a fob that got me around the whole thing. They got new people running the office after a while, and I went to that guy and I said to him, "Hey, since I've got access to the whole thing, I go, if this stuff is, I go, I'm tired of rearranging the big locker." I wrote I had a Sharpie, so I wrote apartment numbers on there so that people could see. The other guys didn't do anything.
No.
So I started, if there wasn't, I would just, and then I had to tell, Ray, our supervisor, "Hey, dude, this is what's happening there now. I'm going to be in there a little bit longer, but you know me, dude. I'm old school. I'm going to provide the service." You know what I mean? So, and after that, it got along fine.
I know he's Cabral saying like the younger drivers that we have now management wants to ride with him because they want to do, they say it's a safety ride, but they're saying at UPS now that they're gonna start cutting down the routes. Like they want everybody off in 8 hours, like no overtime. I'm like, that's gonna be pretty hard to do, cutting routes and doing all that. It's like they want me at the UPS store at 5 o'clock. I said, well, when do you want me to take my lunch? At 9 o'clock, 7 o'clock?
How you going to service the pickup customers
like
that are big dollar customers that like a little bit later pickup? How you?
I think it'll be for seniority guys, who want the hours. I don't know, but that's just, it's always rumor. Every year is always rumors they're taking away the overtime. I'm like, yeah, that's fine. I mean, that's what we're guaranteed in our contract, but
yeah, you're only guaranteed 8 hours.
But if you think you're going to give me more work, like what they're trying to do is they're trying to get him to go faster, because drivers that are younger on his route, they're probably doing what Amazon is doing. I'm not 100% positive, but just throwing it all in the locker, which I think they've had.
Dude, someone's gonna have to talk to those young cats then and tell them, "Hey, man, this is what's happening. Don't get out there and burn up routes, man. Don't shoot yourself in the foot. Go out there and run the route. There's nothing they can do to you at work if you're working safe and doing, as long as you're not doing nothing that's considered like a cardinal sin or nothing. As long as you're doing everything by how you're supposed to do it, it can't do nothing to you."
How's the body feeling?
Actually, my body feels a lot better. I mean, I'm putting weight on, obviously, because I'm not staying as active as, but I mean, other than that, I mean, I was worried about it in the beginning, like, because I knew I wanted to go start golfing and golfing more and stuff and everything. It hasn't affected anything. If I golf 2 days a week, and it's kind of like, say, a Tuesday, Thursday. On Friday, I feel it up in my shoulders because, I had the 2 shoulder surgeries. But other than that, I mean, still, if I have the opportunity to go 3 days in the week, I'll go. It's nice to, like when you go like when we go to Vegas, like, "Hey, do you care if we stay later?" It's like, say it's like a Sunday, want to stay an extra day, or, "Hey, do you care if we stay later and do whatever?" It's like, what do I care? I ain't got no place to go. I didn't, unless I have plans, of course. Of course I gotta say something. But I mean, other than that, it's nice to not
Have to be somewhere.
Yeah, have to worry about that. It's like, okay, we're going up on Thursday, like in March for March Madness, and this time is going to be the first time in a long time we've gone for the first week. So the games start earlier. So we just got to kind of figure out, excuse me, when, what time everybody, wants to go. You want to get up earlier? Guys were talking about maybe going like that Wednesday night. I said, you just tell me what you guys want to do. I mean, I don't have to.
Do you set your alarm? Or, like
I
have
set
a
my
time?
alarm for today.
Oh, yeah, okay. All right, yeah, I was wondering. How about bedtime? You just whenever you're tired.
Dude, I'll if I'm watching something and I'm tired, I'm like, I go to bed. If I'm watching something and I really want to finish watching it, I stay and watch because I don't. The biggest thing I have to do the next morning is probably walk my dog,
Yeah.
make sure he gets his walk, and that kind of stuff. I might have a doctor's appointment. I might have something. Dang it, sorry. We get together, not always a big group. Sometimes just like 4 or 5 of us get together and go have lunch and stuff.
Mhm.
But I mean that's not till usually like 1 in the afternoon,
Mhm.
and stuff. So, I was golfing on a regular basis. The weather's kind of screwed it up, and like tomorrow I won't golf because I have my sister here visiting.
Mhm.
But usually I golf Mondays at Big Wreck in Long Beach,
Mhm.
and a lot of times I'll golf on Fridays with a friend of mine and his buddies. We've gone to Green River, Cresta Verde, Riverview like 3 or 4 times. And what's cool too is like I just went the other day to David Baker, and
Yeah.
like if you do the online thing and pay ahead, yeah, you're guaranteed that time, but they don't show the senior discount. Well, they got a senior discount at 55.
Mhm.
So it was me, my friend Randy, it was Tom, and Mike Roberts. So we're all over 55. So
You know where that number 3 is, where you got to hit over the water? It's a little short par 3.
yes,
I scolded the ball, I topped it, but it was a low line drive, and it killed one of those birds, dude.
they're all. You know what? They're all over the place. We saw a guy hit a bird on the. What was it? That's when you go across. You're going to the 8th hole. It's the hole that's behind the.
No, it's the machine. It doesn't show up on the pod. Yeah.
The 8th hole. It's the one that's behind the, like at the end of the driving range. Yeah, he drilled it. And we're watching. I go, oh man, that's a good shot. Bam, nailed the bird. I go, oh, it screwed him. But
Yeah.
yeah, I like that. I like that course because it's nice, and I like to walk. We didn't walk that time because the 4 of us, and then it was only, dang it, this morning. It was only $35 to ride.
Yeah, I'm gonna
with
go
the
back and
senior
play that
discount.
course.
Senior discount. So man, dude, I love that too, man. When
It's
I
a
go
good
to the
iron
courses,
play.
Yeah. Well, if you want to get even better, and I like the course. The greens are a little not smooth, but Birch Hills, I like that place.
Yeah, that's a
You
nice
can bring
one,
out the driver, I think, on 4 or 5 holes, but I mean, you always need work on your irons. And I mean, it's a nice, and actually that place has good sand traps. It's not like I end up in them all the time, but I mean, it's nice that you get in there and there's not like water 6-8 inches deep in there where it's hard as concrete. That course I played at Cresta Verde, they got areas where they got like it's just dirt, and they got those like the mats like you hit off of at the driving ranges. You can that's where you're supposed to move your ball to hit because there's so much dirt, and the sprinkler's running water in the dirt, and I'm like, apparently
Who's the groundskeeper,
well,
man?
I'm like, apparently, man, the grass ain't gonna grow here, so why are you watering it here, man? But yeah, it's but I mean, some days I do good, some days I don't do good, but I was getting frustrated at first. Now I just like to go and hit a good shot. Like when I first went, it had been a while after I retired that I started going a little more. And the first day I went to Little Wreck, which is the 9-hole course on the other side of the street from Big Wreck, and I aced that 6th hole.
Yeah, I know. I got that post on my
Yeah,
Instagram.
and
That's
I was
awesome.
I was like, man, that just proves to you, man, this game's pretty. I mean, there's skill, but there's a lot of luck involved too. If I can ace a hole.
Yeah, yeah. My cousin one time at Fullerton on the hole 1, he hit his drive right down the fairway, and then he had, I think he was like 8-7 iron in, hits it, takes a bounce, and then goes in the hole. I was like, holy smokes, dude.
It's a good feeling when you get a shot like that. you know.
Mhm.
But the thing is, and I just bought myself some new clubs recently, but I was getting better. It's nice when you realize you are getting better. I mean, yeah, you could go spend the money, I guess, and go take the lessons and be like real good.
Mhm.
But I ain't out there playing for money. I'm just out
Mhm.
there playing to have fun and stay active, you know.
Yeah, a lot of my friends play golf. I mean, they're you could call them golf fanatics. We got my tournament, or me, my cousin, we and my brother, we started a tournament. Well, it started with me, my cousin, and my brother who's passed away. It was we call it the Masters tournament. It's during Masters week, and I told you about this a couple weeks ago.
Right.
And my cousin had the Masters jacket made, and so we would play every year, and whoever won would have the jacket for the year. So when my brother passed, my cousin, we started growing this tournament. I think we're up to 20 something people now. You say you're gonna come this year
Yeah,
too.
I'll come and
Yeah, I'll
play.
let you know what day it is. It's the week of the Masters. The city is gonna be that Thursday or Friday. I think this year we're gonna be at Coyote Hills.
Isn't that right
Uh,
by Fullerton Golf Course?
yeah, it's off of
Okay.
Bass and Cherry.
Okay.
So instead of yeah, it's on Bass and Cherry. So we're gonna look towards that. Actually called him the other day, and he's gonna start getting everything together. What we're trying to do is we're trying to have what is it, shotgun start, where everybody starts on different holes.
Yes.
That way we can all get done. Because last year we had food. We were at a private course. I forgot what course it was called. One of his friends is a member there, and he was able to use. We were able to use the course, but I think like two people got kicked out, or we're not welcome there anymore. Somebody threw up in the parking lot.
No, that ain't
Somebody,
cool.
yeah, like you gotta be, like, you can't, you gotta take your hat off when you walk in. Your shirt's got to be tucked in the whole time. Shoes got to be clean. Slacks. I mean, it was really, and it was a bunch of old guys, dude, and they're all complaining like they could see us because I don't know, man. So I don't think we're welcome back there anymore. But we're gonna do Coyote Hills, but we want to get done at the same time because we had a staggered start and everybody finished at different times, and so like some people I didn't get to talk to that I haven't seen in a long time because they were done before me, went, ate, and leave. But we're gonna have cash prizes again. Like I said, we're gonna have a handicap. So whatever your handicap is, or if you don't have one, you could just give them what you average shoot and figure it out that way.
Yeah, I told you on my phone I have that thing that shows what I shot at every course. I guess I could just show it to whoever, and they could.
Yeah, it probably even does it for you nowadays. Every app would calculate your handicap.
Some of those ones, golf apps, so that want to do that for you, want you to pay. I
Yeah,
ain't all about. I just this thing shows what I shot, and I can go back and look and see if I did better or worse, and it tells me my yardage.
yeah,
I could pay extra and get golf club selection, stuff like that. But I pretty much know what club I'm hitting anyway, so it doesn't really matter.
yeah, man. I haven't played in a while. I'm gonna have to find some time to get back out there and get my rhythm down. I started playing young, dude. I started playing when I was like 19. Right out of high school, I went to Big T. Do you remember Big T over here off of
Yes,
Beach Boulevard?
yes, I do.
Yeah, one of my friends from high school, his grandpa took us, and I've never played. I was playing football and basketball and all that, and I loved it, dude. Like just learning something new. And when I graduated high school, uh, I tried to play as much as I can. But when I got into college and I met some college homies. We all started going golfing. We started playing Fullerton, started playing at the Fullerton driving range. And I remember my first clubs were from Big Five. And then I went and got some knockoffs at this golf store. It was like privately owned, and they were called Strattons. But they were the replicas of the Big Berthas, the Callaway. Remember the Callaway Big Berthas?
Okay.
And then my next set I still have today is the TaylorMade. Uh, I got them because every year at the convention center, Long Beach Convention Center, they have a golf exhibit where you
Right.
can go and buy golf. That's where I got my golf clubs because I was doing a Seiji Tamara's route for a while, and I got really cool with the shipper receiver over there, Roger Dunn. So he told me just go over there and just let him know. So I went over there and told him, hey, I work for UPS. I pick up and deliver you guys in Santa Ana, so they gave me a discount. I ended up getting them for like $300. I still have them. I regripped them and all that, but I think it's time for me to get like measured and all that. Because one thing I can't hit is my driver. My driver sucks. Even when I do hit it nice, it doesn't go far. And I'm like, that's crazy.
Yeah. I just bought brand new. Yeah, that's what I got was Callaway's. I got the Paradigm driver and the Fairway 3-wood, and then the irons. And the irons I got were separate. They were from a show.
Mm-hmm.
Never hadn't been used. They were displayed. They were left because I'm lefty,
Mm-hmm.
and they were the longs because they're a little bit longer.
Yeah.
So, and they gave me. I got them at the Roger Dunn in Seal Beach.
Okay.
I went to the Santa Ana one. I couldn't find really any good lefties and I thought about getting fitted, and I know it costs a little more. That wasn't the point. I was just like, you know what? I don't think I guess I could play better, but I think I'm not playing that type of golf. I'm just having fun, so I'm just gonna, I got me a good set of clubs though, with the graphite shafts and everything. Man, I love these things.
What kind of golf balls are you using?
Sometimes I use my top flights.
Mm-hmm.
It was funny when we just went to David Baker, the water holes.
Mhm.
I pull out these like crap balls that I found and stuff, and Tom goes, "Why are you doing that?" I said, "Dude, if I lose this, I don't care. I'm not losing one of my good balls in case I hit it bad." And he goes, "Oh, okay, that makes sense." And I have the Titleist, what are they, Pro VH1s or Pro V1s or whatever?
Yeah,
they are.
yeah.
I have those too.
Those are
Like I said,
expensive.
yeah, and I got those. I got those for a birthday present.
Oh wow,
So.
that's a good present.
But I was at, where was I at? That they had the Titleist, not Titleist, the Top Flights on sale, so I bought 2 dozen. I've got a couple of, I found them. They're okay, the Costco ones.
Oh yeah, the Kirklands.
Yeah, I found them. They're okay, but I mean,
They said they're supposed to be the replicas of Pro V1s.
I don't know. I just, excuse me, dang. Like I said, like, it's a trip. It's because, like, at Riverview, say you think your ball might have went in the bushes or something. So I'll go take a look. If I think I lost the ball, I'll drop another one.
Mm-hmm.
It's no big deal. But a lot of times I'll take a look for a second. Dude, usually there's like 5 or 6 balls and there's nobody has looked
Mm-hmm.
for, and I think, and I'm like, well, and I grab them and I put them in my bag because anytime I play over water, I'm hitting those balls. If I knock that in the water, what do I care?
Mm-hmm.
I didn't pay for it; someone else did. I don't feel bad if I hit a bad shot, knocking the water, or if I'm in a tough spot and go, you know what? I've lost balls here before. Okay, so I'm gonna tee it up and hit them with it, and they're decent balls. They're not like crap. I just call them crap balls because I found them.
Mm-hmm.
So I'll hit that and say I knock it into the bushes again at Riverview or something, and I lose it. Oh well, it's no big deal because it wasn't a ball I paid for. But the Top Flights I get decent distance out of them. Actually, with these, I played 4 or 5 times with my new clubs now. And the best thing about it is, back in the day, my fairway wood was about that thick.
Mm-hmm.
These new ones now,
Oh yeah.
they're like this. Dude, I can smack this thing like 180 to 200 yards off the deck.
Yeah.
And I'm like, wow.
Yeah.
I can't believe that I'm hitting it that because I was struggling with my fairway wood. It came with 2 pitching wedges, a regular pitching wedge, and one that's called an approach
Mm-hmm.
when you're shorter. Man, that approach wedge is,
What does it say? A on it?
yeah.
Yeah.
And the thing, I love that thing. It's almost like I can't hit it bad, no matter what I do.
Yeah,
And I'm
technology
like,
is crazy,
Yeah, and
man.
I'm like, I can't believe this. The guy told me, yeah, and with that extra length on them, I'm not bending over as far. Man, it's,
Do you ever want to go try different courses, like like when you head out to Vegas? Go try to hit a course over there.
the thing about it is we golfed with the guy in Long Beach that I guess he lives part-time here, part-time there.
Mm-hmm.
And he told me, he goes, it's a shame that he doesn't pay squat because he's a resident,
Mm-hmm.
and how they rip us non-residents off when you go to a Vegas golf course. would I love to go golf on them? Of course.
Yeah.
You know, I play fast. I wouldn't hold anybody up.
Hmm.
So it's
I played Rio Seco. I played another course out there, but I played Rio. I used to go see at the Rio a lot, and we used to play at Rio Seco. We used to get discounts if we stayed there. That's where Butch Harmon. You know who Butch Harmon is?
yes.
Yeah, one of the famous coaches out there. I don't even know if he's still coaching, uh, but he used to coach Tiger Woods. He's like
Right.
one of his, not I mean, yeah, one of his coaches when he turned pro. But that course is really nice out there, and there's a lot of holes where you got the view of the strip right there. That was a really nice course. It's super wide. I mean, it was a tiring course too, but the greens are big too. And then when you walk into their restaurant or the bar area, the clubhouse, it's like 3 stories high, and they had this bar had a view of the strip, and then up at the bar was so high, like they had those ladders, and they had just nothing but different types of spirits. But it was a nice course. We used to play a while back in the days. It was like 100. We used to get it for $100, and that was expensive back then. I think now it's probably even more. But it was a really nice course. The greens, the grass. I mean, the grass was so clean you could eat off of it, man.
Yeah. I mean, those. My daughter works for a law firm, and they have a tournament every year, and I think it's what's the one? Not Torrey Pines, but what's the one by us here in Orange County?
Pelican Hill.
Okay, Pelican Hill. Yeah. And I always tell her, and she's like, "Dad, I'm sorry, but they won't. There's no way they're gonna let you just like come and and play with some of these force." She goes, "There's like too much money rolling around and all that stuff."
Yeah, yeah. You'd have to go with your own foursome.
And I'm like, "Oh well." And she goes, "Yeah." She goes, "It's crazy what those people have to pay for that." She goes, "But yeah, I mean, if she could, my daughter would get me on in a heartbeat." But she's like, you know, I know you'd love to go there, but because I guess there's Monarch. Is that somewhere
I think
in
there
Orange
is.
County too? I was talking to a friend of ours, and he golfed with Tom's son.
Mhm.
They played 9 holes, $70 at this Monarch place. 9 holes, $70.
Wow.
Yeah, that's what I said. And they go, but he goes, yeah, it's a beautiful course. I go, okay, I understand that. I go, but
Yeah. It
you,
does get
you want
expensive.
me to pay maybe $35 and play a beautiful
mean-
9 hole course? Okay, just to go check it out one time. Yeah.
Yeah, it gets expensive. I remember I was paying 2-3 times a week. That's an expensive sport, man.
Yeah, I mean, I'm getting the senior discount, so I mean, it's sometimes costing me less than $100 to golf 3 times a week.
Mhm.
So, what the heck, you know?
I'm surprised you haven't seen Weaver over there on Big Wreck or Small Wreck.
I've
I know he lives right up the street. That's where we used to play a lot. I used to play Weaver a lot.
I've texted him and told him, hey man, it's on me.
Hmm.
Just let me know, and then I don't hear nothing from him.
Yeah.
You know, the last
Sometimes he'll text me back, like, my brother passed. I texted him, and he texts me back. But other things, like, he won't. Like, there was an old video of him that I had when I think it was his retirement thing, and never replied, man. Hope he's doing okay, man.
So do I. I really do. I played. I don't know. Did you play? It was me, Roberts, Jeremy, and Burkich was the foursome when he had that one at Willowick. Remember
Oh,
he
yeah.
had to do something for United Way. So
Oh, yeah, that's right. I was there.
And all the other teams were loaded, dude. You had like Barger and Magno and him and Addison on all the. So I can tell those guys now, since it's been quite some time, that Jeremy and I, on the closest to the pin, we changed the flags around. So I don't
Yeah, I
know.
remember that.
When we-
Yeah, that one that you had that one. Who was that one chick, dude? She got all drunk and she was trying to hook up with that old supervisor. What was his name? Was it David? No.
Daniel?
Daniel, yeah. He got fired
Yeah.
for sexual harassment, huh?
Yeah, that was what's her name? That she used to be like the safety thing or whatever.
Yeah, I haven't seen her in a while. I don't know if she still works for UPS, but yeah, she was all drunk, trying to put her hands down his. Well, I don't know if that's true or not, but yeah, I know verified that she was all loaded.
Yeah. They were all hanging out in the parking lot, and before I said something stupid to anybody, I left.
Yeah,
Cause,
yeah, everyone got loaded.
And
dude.
it has nothing to do with the fact that I don't drink.
Yeah.
It was the fact that one of the people involved I really didn't like and was trying to act like they were friendly with me.
Mhm.
And I'm like,
What was it?
Mary was just trying to be friendly with me,
Oh, that was her name.
just
Mary.
being nice to me and stuff. And I said, you're never nice to me at work.
Oh, okay, yeah.
So why are you trying to be nice
I
here
haven't
now?
seen her in a while. I don't know if she even works
I think
there.
she just probably went to a different building, whatever. But don't know her personally. Don't really care. But at work, you know, if you're gonna be like that with me at work, don't try to be cool with me away from work. So, and I knew they'd been drinking, so I just told the guys, I said, hey, I'll see you guys tomorrow at work, and hopped in my truck and went home. I was like, I'm not dealing with this. I had a good time there though, but you know what? That course, man, that place is just. You could probably golf down the street here, down your street right here, and it would be just the same now as going to that Willowick. They do. I went and they do like nothing. Even the fairways were like jacked.
Really?
Yeah, and they
Letting it go, huh?
yeah, and then they tried to just like everybody else, kind of went up a little bit with the price. So they did it. I'm like, nah, man, you should be dropping your price here at this place. I heard that they don't care, and that because they're gonna sell that property eventually. So I don't know if that's true, but it's like, come on, man, if you still got people paying to golf, do some upkeep on the course. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Doesn't matter where. I mean, I know it's not in one of the best neighborhoods of Santa Ana, but doesn't matter, dude. Doesn't matter where your golf course is. You know, it's like that Cresta Verde place I played. I don't know if you know where that's at. It's right up.
I heard about it. I never played it. It's just
When you go up to 91 and you're the first. When you go up to 15 North, it's right there. You can see
Okay, I
one
think
of the
I
holes
played
right
there,
there.
yeah.
I was always like, man, you know. And then when I finally got to go, and then when we were going through the car, I'm like, oh man, this place is beat up. I had no idea. And it goes in a couple of the little housing tracks, you know, by a couple of the little houses and stuff, but it doesn't have a smooth, what I call run. You're not like going here, 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 and it's like a smooth. You're going over here, then you're going over here, then you're coming over here, and then you're going over here, and I'm like, man, you know. And they could maintain that better. It's beat up. I remember always wanting to go to Green River, and then I did. Now that it's kind of like half and half. I guess there used to be 2 18 holes there, and now there's just one, and it's kind of like half of
I think
one,
it
half
was.
the other.
I would think it was 27 holes.
Okay, could have even been that.
Yeah, because I lived up the street from there, and that was my home course for years. I'd all go down there and practice.
Not a bad course, but
Yeah, it gets windy as shit down there.
when it's warm, the bugs, Cresta Verde and Green River. When it got warm, both times it was warm, and man, the bugs. You know,
Also, when the leaves fall down and you don't hit that fairway, good luck trying to find your ball.
we lost a few balls doing that and stuff. But I mean, I went not too long ago. It's probably maybe 3 months ago. I went to Meadowlark. Hadn't golfed there in a long time. Still a decent place. I didn't do bad. I lost a couple balls in the water. My buddy hit a ball on the 7th hole. It goes right next to the driving range, and we both ended up just left of the hole. And I knocked mine on, and he knocked his over, and it hit the cart path. Jumped the fence, and that's Graham Street right there. You hear it bounce in the street, and then you hear, bang! He hit a car that was out there. It was a guy that it was a black Mustang just like yours.
Oh man.
Light changed, and the guy took off.
So
I go, wow! I can't believe the guy didn't get out and say like, "Hey, dude."
he probably was, I don't know, wanting a new windshield or something.
It hit the side of the
side of his car?
Yeah, I seen it.
Was he driving?
Yeah.
Or he was?
Yeah,
He probably didn't know.
They were getting ready to turn left onto Warner.
And nothing happened?
I mean, I heard it, and we're standing right there. So I mean, it hits his car. I don't know how he didn't
He
hear
probably
it.
didn't even know what it was. Probably thought he hit a rock.
As long as they didn't put a ding in the guy's car, man, I mean, I would feel bad. But I mean, if it was me, I would, you know, if the guy got out, I would have said, hey, I did it. What, you know, you're responsible. It says there right there on the courses, you know, you're responsible if you hit the ball off. And I had just been explaining to them earlier how my friend Eric, when we were, the last time I played there, the stray range balls, he was whacking them across Warner into the houses in the housing track. He had probably had, it's always been the 7th hole, and I think he had a couple beers at that point. And while we were waiting to play the hole, he's
just whacking them.
whacking the next hole. to play after that one. He's whacking him across the street in the houses. I'm like, going, oh man.
Man, all this golf, man, makes me want to get back into it, dude.
You know what? Anytime. I don't know how you guys are with your up being up drivers and whatnot. You know.
They laid off all the cover drivers, so it's been pretty tight. You know, I mean, because I got seniority now, so I can get a day off here and there. But I've been so busy with the kids, so with the show too. It's like it's hard to get out there. I gotta find a way to get back out there again, especially for the tournament. I want to play good in the tournament. I don't want to play like shit, dude.
You get it. You know you're gonna have a day off. Hit me up. We'll go play David Baker.
Yeah, David Baker's a nice course too. That's a good warm up course.
Yeah, that one. Even like I said, or we can get together. I know Tom and Robert would like to come out there, and or we can even go to Birch Hills.
Mm.
I like playing that one too. That kind of gets you, working on with your irons and stuff. It's not, what I like about it is it's not the straight par 3. I have a bag of clubs and it has a driver and a fairway wood in there for a reason, because I like to pull them out and hit them.
Mm-hmm.
I don't like to play that. I played in Laguna with Tom Forsch.
Mm-hmm.
It's by Laguna Woods, and it's exclusive that if you don't live in Laguna Woods, you cannot golf there.
Wow.
Unless you're a guest.
Mm-hmm.
And what I liked about it is we only played 9 holes. It was only $18 for me as a guest, which was not bad.
Mm-hmm.
But it had 3 par 3s, 3 par 4s, and 3 par 5s. So you had like a variety. Usually when you play a 9-hole course, you get like maybe 2 par 4s in there if you're lucky. Little Wreck has 4 par 4s. So it's a cool course. But that was pretty neat. But man, the restrictions on that course are like crazy. You can't go eat in the clubhouse unless you live in Laguna Woods.
Wow.
They got tennis and pickleball courts. Unless you're Laguna Woods, you can't go. And then across the street a little bit and down, they have a driving range and a 9-hole course is par 3.
Mm-hmm.
And I forget what else they have over there. If you ain't Laguna Woods, you can't go. Everything there is, and that Laguna Woods has the main course has 27 holes.
Mm-hmm.
The only other place I played that was like that was way long time ago. I think it's called Royal Vista now, off the 60. I don't know if they still have it.
Royal Vista. I think it
It
sounds
used
familiar.
at one time I think it was called Pomona National. Now I think it's called Royal Vista, or vice versa. I don't remember now but it's off the 60 freeway, just 57,
Mm-hmm.
and
Yeah, I think there's a course still there. Yeah.
and that had 27 holes also.
Wow.
I played it a few times. There was a one big dog leg like this, and my friend Tom tried to, not Tom from work, not Tom, guy I played softball with, and him and his buddy tried to hit over the houses, and me and my friend Art were over here like getting ready to, measure up our balls, and all of a sudden I hear one of the 2 guys, my friend Tom or the other guy that was with him, right into the guy's the sliding glass door, and that's what the loud noise was, dude. It shattered it.
Shit.
And then the guy came out looking at me and my friend Art and yelling at us. I said, "Look, see what's right here?" He goes, "You could have dropped that." I said, "No, that's my ball right here, dude."
Mm-hmm. Shit.
They got in the cart and went the other way and went like way around. So they went, and I go, "Oh man, crazy."
So what do you got plans for today for the Super Bowl?
So today
man?
we're going to Tommy's house. I got all my numbers from all my things. I kind of do want to now. See, if I was there, me and Tom always do this one. We play the one
Because you go every year to the Super Bowl to Vegas, right?
Yeah, we always play one of the cards, and it's a parlay card.
Yeah.
And we do like over 3 field goals or under.
Yeah,
we
prop
always
bets.
do one and do the thing. We did hit it once, and Tom lost the ticket.
Oh shit! How much would it have paid?
$400.
Oh man.
We went to the the payout thing afterwards. And the guy said, "Yeah, that thing got cashed like 20 minutes ago or
Oh
30
fuck!
minutes
Tell
ago."
him run back the cameras.
Yeah. So I mean, stuff happens. I think that was the time that we Peterson actually Dave Peterson had showed up there, and they were having a good time. I think Peterson brought in a bottle of Jack, I think, and they were having a good time. You know, shit happens. But so 1 or 2 years after, it was when the Rams were playing New England and lost to New England. The kicker for the Rams, Zerline, I think, he was nails the whole season. So we're looking at we always play that parlay thing, and they were down by 10. So you know how if you get close, they'll kick the field goal, and then try to get the onside to go for the touchdown because they know they got to get both. So I'm telling Tom, I'm hitting him on the back. I'm going, dude, we still got a chance to hit it again. I go, if they get in within a decent, I go, Zerline's been nails all year, dude, and he shanked that kick. I go, of course, we got a chance to win $400 again, and of course he shanks it. You know, and it was a miracle that we had that chance again. That was the only thing we needed left. Because we'll bet that thing like.
What's the buy-in on that?
Just depends on how much.
What you want to put?
Yeah, we usually put $20 each.
Oh,
you know?
okay.
And so, it's like you pick who will have possession last in the game, who will score last, who will do this and that, and then Tom and I will do different prop bets as well as bet the game. Like the year the Eagles won when they beat New England, I took the Eagles on the money line in the over, so it paid well. And I think I hit 3 or 4 of my prop bets. There's this one prop bet, and I bet it. Will one team score 3 times in a row? You figure the odds on that are probably, it's a minus odds on that, dude.
Really?
And so we went back and looked at the history after I bet it like 2 or 3 years. I go, man, I got to see why this keeps being like this. So we went back and looked at the history of it. And the times I bet it, I lost. I only hit it once, where a team in the Super Bowl did not score 3 times in a row. It happens more than you would think. And especially in the Super Bowl, which is, I'm like, how can this be a minus bet? You know? And I always bet that it won't happen because that's a plus. You know, and I'm like, wow. And then we look back at the history and like, I can't believe how much it has happened that a team scores 3 times in a row.
What kind of, what you guys doing a potluck at this party today? Or?
They ordered food from a place called The Loft. It's Hawaiian. It's Hawaiian food. It's like the katsu chicken, the barbecue Korean beef, macaroni. They got the best macaroni salad. The bacon fried rice.
Bacon fried rice?
Yeah, the fried rice with the bacon in it.
Man,
and
that
it's
sounds
not
good.
like, I mean, it's got like chunks like that of bacon in it, dude. So I took Sousa the other day for lunch. We went over there. I said, okay, so this is what we're having over there. And Johnny's like, oh, man, this is.
Yeah, I think I might have seen that. He always posts his pictures of his food.
Yeah. So I told him, this is what we're having, dude. I go, so get there early so we can grub, man. He's like, yeah. So he's coming. There's quite a few people that are coming there. So, I guess Billy's been sick, so him and his wife are not going to show up.
Oh, man.
Yeah, I was bummed.
He rarely gets sick, too.
Yeah, dude. And even when he does, that guy's a workhorse, man. He'll go to work still and everything.
Yeah, that dude's amazing.
I mean, I know I give him a hard time about retiring and stuff and everything, but, I mean, jokingly, I wish he would, though. I'd like to hang out with him and do some stuff. Yeah, I think Billy's done his time, and that guy.
How many years has he got now?
He's got to have at least 35.
Yeah, at least.
I mean, he's one of the top guys up there now, so it'd be cool. I know I could get him out there golfing and stuff and everything. Get him to go to Vegas with us when we go on the whim, you know. Because a lot of times it'll be just like I'll tell Tom, hey, you feel like going? And Sousa's always up, dude. If I tell Sousa, hey, man, feel like going to, let me check for.
I got to go to Vegas with you guys again, dude. I know everyone's talking about March, too, and I'm like.
March Madness we go.
What week is that?
That's the very first week. We're going the 21st, which is Thursday, and coming home Monday the 25th.
Oh, I think I'm on vacation that week.
Usually the week after we go, like I said, but that Sunday is Easter. So, like I said.
Oh, wait, April. You're saying April. Isn't Easter in April?
No, the whatever it is, the 30. Let me think. That's the 25th. It's the 31st
of March.
It's that Sunday, yeah. I think it's the 31st.
Oh, it's the 31st. Okay, I get it confused.
Yeah, so we didn't want, gonna be around for that. My granddaughter and everything. So we decided, okay, we'll go the first week.
Man, I want to go back to Vegas bad, dude.
You know, the thing is this: there, you know how many? There's gonna be 8 of us going. You know,
Yeah.
it started out with just 2, 3 of us. Now there's 8 of us going. Actually, I think Jerry Jones' son is gonna go with us too. So that's 9 people. And from what I understand, there's gonna be some other guys there from work that are going having a trip too. So I mean, I always get the rooms way ahead of time and take care of everything and stuff. So I mean, I the more the merrier for me,
No,
man. I love when
know.
it's a big group.
I can call and get my own rooms and stuff. They still hook me up. I actually know a guy down there I had on my show. He was my for my brother's funeral. He was a photographer, and I had him on the show. He actually moved out to Las Vegas. He works for the casinos. So he goes, whenever you need, just let me know. He goes, I get 50% off. And actually, I was like, I used to get them for free. Let me just check, because he sent me the email, and I was like, fuck, these rooms are pretty damn cheap. Like Caesar's Palace, whatever is affiliated with Caesar Palace, because I know there's different hotels that
Right.
have different affiliations. But yeah, I'm gonna have a little thing here. Last year, I was down and out. Everything that happened to me, and so I had just my sister-in-law and her husband, and then I wasn't. I ate, and I was like, I didn't feel good. I still was going through my, healing process. But this year we got some drivers coming out. Brian G is supposed to be showing up.
Over here
Yeah,
today?
yeah, he's
All right,
back.
cool.
Yeah, he's back
Yeah,
on
I saw
feeder.
that.
He's back from feeder, so I hit him up. Hey, what are you doing? He's like, nothing. I go, just cruise through.
That
He's
morning
gonna-
when I was there, that's when I was giving Oscar the money.
Oh yeah,
Remember
yeah.
when I saw you and I said, "Oh, dude, so you can't even say hi?" Or-
I had a lot of things on my mind, dude. In the morning, my lady said, you're so grumpy in the morning, like you don't say nothing, you don't say bye, you just get in the car and leave. I go, it takes me till about 12 o'clock to like fully wake up, and then, okay, let me make calls, let me do this. I saw you and I went like this, and then I was just like, and then when you told me that and I was in the car, I was like, yeah, well, because I'm so used to seeing you in the hub, you know what I mean? Seeing you and I see you, I was just like, and then I'm like, wait a minute, he's fucking retired and he's in the parking lot. I'm like, fuck. But yeah, he's coming, and then Tanaka's coming.
All right. I like Jared.
Yeah, Jared's coming through. He's got a knee injury right now, so he's out of work. Let's see, Jack. I don't know if you know Jack. He's a driver from our center. He's been on my show a few times. He's coming through with his family. We're just gonna hang out and relax. I ordered a big, huge pizza. It's about as big as that table.
Okay.
From Rose's Pizza. I'm gonna pick that up. I'm actually gonna smoke some wings right now. Smoke some wings, and then we have what do we have? We got nachos. I think somebody's bringing wieners, meatballs. We got a veggie platter. Then we got a meat platter with cheese. Then we're gonna have homemade cookies and brownies. We're gonna we usually do it up pretty good for the Super Bowl, and then everything's gonna set up the TV out here, and then food's gonna be here, and I got my squares, dude, and then I'm gonna put money on the game. I know you're a 49ers fan. What do you think the outcome of the game is gonna be?
I'm not. I get crap all the time from people about this, but I'm not a big fan of Shanahan. I haven't been a big fan of him since the Falcons blew the Super Bowl to New England. He was the offensive coordinator back then.
Oh,
And I've never been a big fan of his. So when he came to the 49ers, like, oh, come on, man. Why my team? The team I like, But we were just at Tilted Kilt watching the championship games. And there was some Raider guys there. Reggie Kinlaw, Greg Townsend, a couple other guys. I don't remember their names, but
old players?
yeah, they were
Whoa.
signing, and
Oh,
they
really?
had some memorabilia they were selling and stuff. And then they had drawings for stuff.
Shit, if I would have known, I would have went.
I'll start.
Yeah, just
hitting
shoot me
you
a
up.
text.
I'm
yeah.
surprised that
I usually watch the games home by myself. Because I put money on the games. I want to watch the games. But like if something like that, shit, I'd
we were,
go.
and I mean, we were there all day, dude. So we were there like 8, whatever for the 2 games. We were there the
Oh,
whole time.
Yeah.
And I mean, we were. God dang, man. I mean, we were. Yeah, because we got there about 11:30. I mean, we had a good time watching the games and stuff and everything. And there was one guy, I can't remember his name. I think he used to be a receiver for the Raiders, but he wasn't like one of the big name ones. And him and Tom were going back and forth about if the 49ers don't win, Shanahan's getting fired. Shanahan's getting fired. And
Yeah, Jeremy says you were yelling at him when they were playing against the Lions. Fire the fucking coach! Fire the fucking coach!
I'm not a big fan of his because, like, against the Detroit,
I took the spread and the over on that game.
against Detroit and against Green Bay both. I mean, they ran the ball in the first half, and he made him himself. He's the head coach. Tell the defensive coordinator if you don't like what's going on, do something about it. I mean, they did come back in both games, in the end. But is
he playing Colin Shanahan? He's the off.
I'm not sure if he does or doesn't. I think he does because that's what he used to be. He was an offensive coordinator, so I'm believing he does. But I mean, I don't like that he's like he's got to run his scripted plays, in the beginning so much. Screw that, dude. If he sees something else, the hell with your scripted plays.
Yeah.
And also, when he's got somebody down, he doesn't know how to step on their neck. He starts getting conservative. This is just my opinion. That's what it looks like when I'm watching the games. Is he starts getting conservative, thinking, okay, well, we'll do what we got to do just to win. Screw that, man. Put your foot on their neck and put them away.
That same thing that happened with KC last game too against the Ravens is that I thought they got a quick lead and then kind of just milked the clock. And I needed the over on that game too, and I didn't get that one. I was like, dude, fucking go down the field and score.
It's tough to take the under on any game.
Yeah.
I mean, I'll take it when it's weather.
Yeah,
when there's bad weather, I will take the under. But other than that, it's kind of hard because, like Tom says, when we're betting, he goes, yeah, but you're always in it. And when you have the over, and so that's true, you're always in it,
Yeah.
So, but I kind of have a feeling this time it may be different. They didn't have McCaffrey last time. I don't think Debo was with the 49ers when they lost to him. What was that, 4 years ago?
Look that up. I think Debo was. Because the grapple hole was the quarterback, right?
Yeah, I was trying to think. Or maybe it was Ayuk they didn't have. Okay. And I know they didn't have McCaffrey for sure when they lost to Kansas City in the Super Bowl. This is only like his second year, I believe, with the Niners. That's one thing I don't do like I did when I was younger as a kid is I kept up on everything, dude. I knew everything about everybody. But I don't think they had Ayuk. And I know they had Kittle, and I know they had G6, the fullback. Bosa was there. I think it was his rookie year. Could have been. I know they got more weapons now on offense than they had. So I kind of think, and it's only a 2-point spread, so it's not hard for them to cover.
It started off at 4. It was a 4-point spread, like soon as it was announced, and then
Which
it's
was
gone
hard
down.
for me to
It went to 1.5, and then now it's back up to 2.
Yeah, which was hard for me to believe it was any bigger than like 2 or 3, because I mean, realistically, Andy Reid's a good coach, and that team, Kansas City's, and they got good defense too.
Yeah, they do.
They always say defense wins championships, but Andy Reid's never really had like the top defense when he's won that I can remember, but
He's got a balance.
he knows how to make him work, man, to get him where he's got to be. I mean,
prior to that, McCaffrey was the Panthers.
yeah, he was still with the
Yeah.
Panthers. They were showing a thing I was watching last night, like a before and after with him, McCaffrey, like with the Panthers and with the 49ers. And it's funny because there was like no change. He was a beast on both teams.
Yeah, that dude's a monster.
Man, he's just unbelievable. Unbelievable.
His
So,
dad was a good receiver too for the
yeah,
Broncos.
he won a Super Bowl. There's a lot of ties between that Broncos team that won Super Bowl and the team now.
Oh yeah,
The Shanahan, his dad.
his dad. Yeah.
McCaffrey, his dad. Greasy is, I think, the quarterback. Brian Greasy, Bob Greasy's son, is the quarterback coach with the 49ers. And he was with the Broncos when they won. And there's another coach that had something to do with both teams. But that still don't mean squat. A lot of ties, but that don't mean squat. But,
Yeah, the last 2020, the score was 20-31. I'm going to go over this time again,
it
too.
was 2010, though, into the fourth quarter. And then they Shanahan just got conservative, and
Oh, that's right. They did score 21 points in the
Yep.
fourth quarter.
yep, they were up 20-10, and Shanahan got conservative, and that was that. That just
Did they
blew
got
it.
conservative? The players got tired
Nah,
because
he
their
got-
adrenaline's got to be pumping,
Yeah.
dude. Super Bowl.
but they just got conservative, and that's he can't. He started relying on the defense to win in the game, and they did have a great defense. But man, that defense
think
stays
they-
out on the field, they start
Yeah.
getting tired.
You think the defense is just as good as 2020?
I think the defense was better than. I've never been
Because they didn't have Willis.
Patrick
Willis, and he retired,
and
right?
Navarro Bowman.
Yeah, they retired both of them,
They
right?
just have Warner now.
Yeah.
And,
Yeah, Willis and Bowman were beasts, dude.
he's going into the Hall of Fame, Patrick Willis here.
Yeah, dude's a monster.
But they had the secondary's always been lacking to me with the 49ers. The secondary always just. But for some reason, man, their run defense looks bad. I mean, both Green Bay and Detroit just were like running through them, man.
Mm-hmm.
You know, I mean, they
Pacheco right now is running really.
he just did what he had. Whatever game plan he did, man, to
What happened?
Disconnected a bit. Okay.
Oh, that's good.
you know, Andy Reid did what he had to do to beat him, man. And I mean, I know that Lamar Jackson has a stigma of being terrible in the playoffs,
Mm-hmm.
you know, but unfortunately now it's going to stick with him again because they lost. But
Yeah.
that guy's a good ball player, and he did. I think he deserved being the MVP of the league.
Oh, for sure.
Guy was awesome all year long, you know. And,
Yeah, it sucks to see him fail like that, dude. I really thought like he was gonna.
It's just like in baseball. I'm a Giants fan. Don't like the Dodgers, but
Mhm.
I always, I don't know why I would always feel bad for Kershaw
Mm-hmm.
because in the playoffs he always just played
Oh.
terrible, and I'm like, dude, this guy's one of the best pitchers in baseball. What's getting in his head when that's happening? And
Shit, it's just like me when I was playing golf and I was practicing and I could hit any shot on the range and then I'd get in the tournaments and everyone's watching you, and I just couldn't break that mental, dude. Like just let it go, and I couldn't, dude. I would have to take 4 holes and then like 4 or 5 beers for me to finally loosen up and just start hitting the ball. It's not just being physical and being having this athletic talent. It's also the mental part of the game, and that's what I learned when I got to a point in like for golf that you know it became mental.
you know what? Just me being a recreational player, the mental aspect of the game is I can sometimes, and I catch myself, but it's like sometimes you have bad home, like man, I just played 2 good holes. What am I doing here?
You start thinking too much. You
Yes.
start thinking about your score. Shit, dude, I can fucking.
I
You're
I
not
could care
hitting
less
money
about my
soon.
score. I just start going, why am I swinging and hitting it like this now when for the last 2 holes I was using the same clubs and I was hitting it good. You know, what the hell's going on here? And then so I have to, then I kind of just like slow myself down. I'm like, okay, I'll figure this out. And then I get back into hitting the ball decent. you
Yeah,
know.
my eye doctor, I'd go see him. We'd talk. He golfs too, and he didn't golf for years, and he says he went to this. It was like eye doctors, or no, I think it was like his old college buddies, his old fraternity, and they did a golf tournament. I think it was like Coyote Hills, matter of fact. And he says he was doing good, dude. Like he was like even at the first front 9. And he's thinking, dude, I could shoot, you know what I mean, in the 70s. He started thinking about it. He says the back 9, everything just fell apart, dude. Everything. And I said, you start thinking like that. That's why when I play, I don't even keep scoring anymore. I just want to hit a nice, decent shot.
I have a thing in it. I keep my score on the phone. And the last one I played Baker, I shot 20 over, which is basically bogey golf.
Mm-hmm.
The bad part about that is, though, is I look at it and go, man, that's a big improvement for me.
Mm-hmm.
The bad part of it was I was on the green on most of the par 3s and with 3 putt,
Mm-hmm.
or I was just off, put it right by the hole, 2 putt.
Mm-hmm.
Par 4s, I'm on in 2, got a birdie shot, end up 3 putting. I had probably maybe 3 pars the whole day, and I'm like going, I'm giving myself these opportunities now. I'm hitting the ball better, and all of a sudden now my putting game's falling apart. I'm like, man, what the heck happened
It's
here?
probably it's the same thing with the quarterbacks. Like, dude, I hit this guy's route all the time. And in the game, I can't hit him. It's like because they have a lot of them have mental coaches too. To help them break through it, and it's just one of those things, I guess.
Well, you look at the game against Detroit in the second half when Brock Purdy started moving around.
Mm-hmm.
He's pretty much been in the pocket. He's pretty much, stayed how they want him to play. He had 2 big runs for first downs when they needed them. Big.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
He hit U6 on that one sideline one. He had to scramble and got like 10, 11, got a first down. And, I mean, he decided, hey, I gotta do some of these things. I'm capable of doing them. I gotta do some of these things and make some plays, And it ended up working out, They got a couple of turnovers, and things changed. But I still think that against the Chiefs, they're gonna have to play
Lights out.
a lot better defense. And Andy Reid's gonna have some things coming at Brock Purdy defensive on his side, and Shanahan's gonna have to figure out how to, oh, he's going to do this? Okay, we're going to do this.
Yeah, because after he blitzes, the 49ers, do they blitz too?
They don't blitz a
Yeah,
lot because
they don't blitz a lot, right?
that front four is so athletic and so, so
You got
good.
Bosa at the end.
Yeah, Armstead, and then they got
But
that.
the offensive line for KC's really good, dude.
Yes,
Star-studded.
yes. So, I mean, might have to change little things up on that. And, Andy Reid's going to come with some stuff on defense because Purdy's a youngster. You're going to have to pick those things up, figure it out. Like, okay, he's going to do this. Okay, this is how we're going to beat him when he does that. We're going to do this,
Yeah, because the defensive coordinator is still the same from last Super Bowl. The defensive coordinator was Steven
Yeah, that guy's been around a long time. And he's
know.
good. I mean, they don't, like I said, Kansas City doesn't always have like the top defense like the 49ers, Baltimore, was the Eagles last year. They were like 1-2, right? The 1 and 2 defenses in the whole league was the Eagles and the 49ers. I mean, who knows what would have happened if he didn't get hurt. Can't believe they didn't have no backup quarterback, but but that's the way it was. But and then that's a trip too to see how, like, after the first beginning of the year, how the Eagles were like the dominant team in the NFC, and then the next thing you know,
What happened with that, you think?
they said when the 49ers, this is what a lot of the like sports guys and that talk all that crap and everything said is when the 49ers crushed them this year when they played them, that it kind of like just broke them.
Damn.
And I mean, the thing is, it broke them bad because what did they lost 6 of their last 7 or something.
Yeah.
And then they got in that playoff game, everybody says, oh, they'll bounce back against Tampa Bay. Dude, I took Tampa Bay. I took Tampa Bay on the money line.
Yeah, I think I did too.
But what messed me up was when we were there for the wild card weekend. It was me, Tom. Who else went?
Souza.
Yeah, Souza went. Was it just me and Souza that went? No, Tom went with us. Damn, I'm losing my mind here. But anyways, when we went for that, I had 3 parlays that depended on the Rams. I took the Rams on the money line. I thought they were going to beat Detroit. And then the running back got hurt. And then they nailed, what's his name, Higbee. And they hit him, and he went out of the game, the tight end for the Rams.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, so when him and that running back, and then it ended up just being I mean, if I'd have taken them with the points, I'd have hit my 3 parlays. But I was going for broke because I thought the Rams were going to beat them. And they didn't, so that kind of screwed me. But, I mean, I was pretty much on. I hit a couple parlays that weekend, but nothing big. I just didn't win playing poker, so.
All right, man. Well, time is up, man. Let's get in. Let's get the Super Bowl parties going. I got to do a lot of prepping back here. But, man, thanks for coming on the show. I wanted to get you on since you're a 49ers fan.
No problem, dude.
They're back at the Super Bowl. We'll get you back on again soon. Once again, I want to thank all my listeners from around the world that tune in every week. This is a golf and Super Bowl talk today. We'll see who we got going on next week. But enjoy your Super Bowl. Be safe. And I'll see you guys next week. All right? Peace.